secret grade on 19 or whatever. We got a ready from Cheesy Fish. I just need a ready from Adam. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Best of 3 red bracket, level 18. And by the way, people who are in the orange and blue bracket, I really appreciate your allowing that to happen. I think Sodium has got some circumstances going on outside of his control that he didn't plan for. And honestly, probably did not anticipate getting through Joseph and through Matt Martin. So I really appreciate your allowing that to happen. All right, Jake on the board with his first Tetris. Adam's got 2 now. As you can see, the crowns after the Adam Mountains. Let's go. You can see that after the names of 2 of these players, there is a crown that indicates that they are former champions here in Classic Tetris Monthly. And Bubble setting up an 8th column Tetris and bangs it down. So 55,000 for him and 93,000 for Adam. We got 73 apiece from Cheesy and Jake. And the Cheesefish hates when I say Cheesy the Fish, so I will try not to say that. No. Feels Quaid, man. 83,000 from Bubble. Bubble playing super efficiently after maybe some early struggles here. So trying to do center wells so that he can avoid burning. Of course, that can always backfire on you, but so far not for him. 142 for Adam. Bubble Tetris is again 108. And let's see, yeah, he's going to transfer his well over to the right side where it belongs. I think we can all agree. Except for Quaid. That Tetris wells belong on the right. 166 for Adam, 133 for Bubble, 191 for Cheesy Fish, 195 for Jake. So good paces on the right side. And good pace from Adam here, and Bubble still lagging behind a little bit. I think Bubble plays on PS4 controller, Adam on keyboard. Cheesy Fish, I think, plays... Yeah, Cheesy Fish plays on a regular controller, and so does Jake. So the youngest player is playing on the oldest input methods. 263... Well, I guess keyboards are technically older than NES controllers, but you know what I mean. Sodium said he had to go? What do you mean? Sodium... Yeah, he had to go early, right? So wait, what happened? Yeah, nobody's... Don't even joke about that kind of stuff. Rory and Sodium. I don't like even that jokes about that. 174 for Bubble. He's kind of in trouble up above the next box. And cannot burn on the right side, so needs a long bar and gets it over. 198, but meanwhile, Adam, 332. So, no, not the finale quite yet. Once we get down to one winner in the red bracket, we will then be in the semifinals, and that will mean 3 matches will be left. So, 229 for Bubble, 356 for Adam. 385 for Cheesy Fish, 345 for Jake. And Bubbles' board staying complicated. And knocks down a Tetris a couple rows off the bottom. But he is more than 100,000 points behind Adam right now. 408 for Cheesy Fish, 394 for Jake. And really, really good paces from Jake and Cheesy Fish, which is really like teenager match of the century. Alright, Jake gets a long bar to fill in dependency and another one to bang down a Tetris. 417 for him, takes the lead over Cheesy Fish. Cheesy Fish's board getting a bit high, needs a long bar, he can't get it over! Oh no! And Cheesy Fish is going to top out and Jake is good. Alright, so as soon as we As soon as we get it ready from Cheese and Jake, we can start with their game. Adam set up for a center well Tetris. 378. Bubble's caught up a little bit just because Adam's pace is slowed down. And Bubble with a Tetris. Adam waiting on that long bar. Has to take a triple to burn this down. And we got it ready from Jake. And ready from Cheesy Fish. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris on the right side. Jake up 1-0. And Bubble trying to claw back into contention. Adam's board back under control. He Tetrises 431. And Bubble just piling up S pieces on the right side. So that's going to slow him down considerably, especially going into the 19 transition, which is 3 lines away. So he's going to have to transition with a covered well. Well, no, he uncovers the well just in time. And so this is a bit delicate situation for Bubble and could use a long bar now and gets it and bang Tetris for Bubble. 394 through 139 lines. 459 for Adam through 128. And he can bang 1 Tetris down before transition and does. So 485 transition for Adam. Cheesy Fish 51 and Jake 51. And Jake's colors are weird, man. And Jake's board really problematic and pretty much long bar or die here. Gets the long bar. And Jake trying to stay efficient. So kind of shucking and jiving above the next box. The cheese is burning. All right, Bubble 434, Adam 525, and Bubble scrambling. And looks like he's going to be able to get out of this. Just needs a two wide piece to fit in there, and he gets it, and he's able to convert all that into a Tetris. So Bubble's still alive. 473, another Tetris for Bubble. 502. And this is where the hyper tap will really come into play. That Adam, I don't think has, because Adam is a DAS player, right? Is that correct? Is he still a DAS? You know, it's so hard to know nowadays. People switching in and out of DAS. I believe Adam's still a DAS player. Oh, Bubble technically had a long bar set. I mean, a long bar spin, I spin set up on the right side, but no need to mess around with that. But I can spot them. Adam is still a DAS player. All right. I mean, Adam is an amazing player, and he has set a lot of different personal bests during our broadcasts and in our events. So it's always good to see him in the main event. I'm sorry, the Masters event. Uh-oh. I'm going to get talked to by our producers here. Adam is a mountain player. All right, 581 for Bubble, 657 for Adam. So Bubble just trying to stay in this and hoping something can befall Adam. And Adam's board getting a little bit, oh no, that right side for Adam is so problematic. Needs a long bar to take that Tetris out down. Okay, now he can get a long bar over to the left. If he didn't get the long bar on the right, then it just wouldn't have happened. He would have topped out. So 697 for him. Bubble still in it. On the right side, 290 for Cheesefish, 217 Cheesy Fish. So Jake's going to throw some material down the right side. It's going to help him burn. Bubble with a Tetris, 674. He's 1 Tetris behind, well, a little bit more than 1 Tetris. Adam's board getting a bit dicey. Bubble is like 13 lines ahead, though, so this is going to factor in. And we've seen this from Bubble Rhapsody before, where he just pushes down in the early levels, and he gets so far ahead that gives his opponent sort of runway to score. So Bubble needs a Tetris down the right side right now. Neck and neck, and Bubble gets a Tetris. Adam is not going to be able to survive, and that Tetris is going to solidify it for Bubble. Bubble gets the heart. Coming right down to the end. Adam was just, Bubble was down the entire time and ahead in lines, but Adam was topping out and Bubble was able to sneak in a Tetris. He's trying to, crawl back to even and then sneak in a Tetris at the last minute. Nothing Adam could do because he was in the process of topping out. So very, very good game. Let's get it ready from both y'all. And we will continue on the left side. All right, 445 for Cheesy Fish, 342 for Jake. So Jake bangs down a Tetris. Cheese is ahead by about 7 lines. Not that consequential at this point. And I just need a ready from both. I think we got a ready from Adam. Did we get a ready from Bubble? Ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, Cheesy Fish set up for a Tetris down the right side. 118 lines. Going to start to think about his transition stack. 518 from him. Sneak in 2 more Tetrises. And opts to cover the right side just to say clean on the left. Didn't have a good place for that block to go. Can still sneak in a Tetris and does into transition. So 544 transition for Cheese. E. And 459 here from Jake. 2 Tetrises away potentially from transition. Bubble's got 15 points. So, all right, now it's 19-15. There it is. Bubble, one of the few tappers who pushes down, but becoming sort of more prevalent now. Kind of a timing thing. You can really only end up getting an extra, 3,000 to 5,000 points from pushing down through an entire game. Oh, Cheesy Fish getting up a bit high for 19 speeds, even for a tapper. Just a lot of variables to think about, and he is burning this down. But kind of worried about that left side, and so is he, you can tell. Oh, that long bar is going to help, but needs that L piece over there on the left, and gets it. That T piece is going to help a lot. 564 for him, and let's see if he can just stay alive long enough to clear out of this. Oh, covering that gap there. Is that what he wanted to do? Oh, he's able to uncover it. This is insane. But I don't think Cheesy Fish is going to last, and Cheesy Fish tops out at 567. Is Jake going to be able to capitalize on this? Cheesy Fish tops out at 567. Jake needs 568. His board is back in order and just needs to stay alive long enough to score to 568. All right, Jake trying to stay alive because he's got a lot of runway. If he can just get his stack workable again, and he knows it. And Jake can make quick work of Cheesy Fish here. He's at 546, is a Tetris worth of points away. Does not need to Tetris, though. Got all the time in the world. 551 for Jake. Needs to get to 567 and change. 568 to be sure. 175 for Bubble. Bangs down a Tetris. 198. And it's 118 for Adam. And Tetris for Jake is going to do it. So, Jake, you are good, my son. And there's just another one just for funsies. So Jake is good. He can keep playing if he wants. Cheesy Fish, thanks so much for taking part. One of my favorite members of the Classic Tetris community. But it is not to be for you today. So GG's. What was Cheesy Fish top out score? It was 567, right? Yeah, that's it. So Jake can keep going if he wants to. Oh, Bubble. Oh, no. What's going to happen to Bubble? He's going to top out at 210. And Adam is good. Totally missed that. It was kind of early game for these guys, and it was kind of a suffer game. 216 pace through 72 lines for Adam. Not super pace, but was able to come away with a win. So we have got a decider on the left side. So Jake is waiting in the wings. We're going to switch to the 2-player scene. Probably not ready. It's got all the green people on it, so let's get rid of green people. And let's put up some red people. So I think we got, was it Bubble here? And then we've got Adam here. And it's 1 heart apiece. All right, there's a little decider. For those of you who like the decider, there it is. We got it ready from both players. Let's count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Adam Mountains. That is Down Under Dan against Adam. All right, gonna put some more ginger ale in the orange juice. All right, we are underway. Adam on the board with the first Tetris. Jake is moving on and will face the winner of this match. Another Tetris for Adam, 47,000, and another Tetris for Adam, 70,000 for him, 25,000 for Bubble Rhapsody. Bubble getting shortchanged a bit in the long bar department, so he's you can tell he's playing a little bit angry right now. Finally gets the long bar and the Tetris, 52,000 for him, so back by about a Tetris now. That is Down Under Dan there, Offwo. It's one of the best games ever, and ask Jake all about it. It would be Jake is does Jake have the world record for Down Under Dan speedrun? I think he does. If not, he's up high on the leaderboard. Jake is not good enough for world record. Oh, his friend does. That's so funny. All right, 102 for Bubble, 145 for Adam. Basically the same number of lines. Bang Tetris for Bubble, but there's one for Adam as well. Bubble set up, Adam set up. There's one for Adam, 192. And Bubble gets one too, 148. So Adam playing super efficiently here, set up again already, and he's just a few pieces away, 3 pieces away from being set up again. And he is. There's another Tetris for Adam, 237. So Adam playing very, very efficiently right now. Adam's certainly one of the best players in Europe. $242 for Adam, $221 for Bubble. All right, a little dicey for Adam here. Man, should be able to get out of this no problem, but you know, you just catch the wrong sequence of pieces and things can fall apart very quickly. All right, so he's burning his stack down to safety. 254 for him. Meanwhile, Bubble has taken the lead, 268, halfway to transition, so that would be about a 540 or so transition. There's a Tetris for Adam to retake the lead, 280. And a couple of long bars in succession for Adam, and he's got another Tetris, 304 to retake the lead. Bubble is set up again. I think maybe was that an early tap or was that an intentional setup? Not sure, but no problem for Bubble. He gets a Tetris, and he is in shouting distance of Adam still. 321 for Bubble, 326 for Adam. And this CTM has been kind of blown open, right? Corion's out, Joseph's out, and Quaid, who some thought might take this one down, is out. Matt Martin, probably one of the best DAS players, along with Quaid and others, out. And we got some internet randos left, so no idea who's going to win this one. And we still have a couple of champions in it. Jake's still in it. Nenu's still in it. You'd have to think with their experience, they would be favored. 394 for Bubble, 401 for Adam. Joseph washed up. That's it. All right, almost identical scores except for pushdown points for Bubble. So there you go, kids. Push down. 404 for him, 526. Mr. Adam. Oh, Adam missed an S-spin here. That's going to cost him a couple lines. Just harder to kind of pull off with the adrenaline, right? Easy when you're doing sort of PB games at home. Just score attack games, just sitting in the privacy of your own house, not playing against anybody. Easy to pull those spins off, but certainly difficult, more difficult in competition. 434 for Bubble, 453 for Adam, MTSO2. from Poland. Not from Indonesia, everybody. Not from Indonesia. He's from Poland. All right, both players have transitioned. 488 for Bubble, 483 for Adam. So pretty much the same exact score when you account for the line differential. Adam Tetrises. And here we go. It's going to all come down to what happens over the next 90 lines. Bubble Tetris is 515. Adam sitting on 514. Adam's going to take a burn. A couple of burns here to down stack to safety a bit. All right, Adam set up a little scary, but should be able to get out of this. And clears away the right side again. And he's got room to place pieces on the left. And bang, Tetris for Adam, 552, but Bubble is at 573. And set up for another one. Clears away a triple into a Tetris, 608 for Bubble, 553 for Adam. And another Tetris for Bubble, 636. So about an 80,000 point lead now for Bubble all of a sudden. And here's a Tetris for Adam. Very, very important Tetris. Oh, Bubble, look at a little Monka S. Oh no, and he's going to hang a piece in the middle. Let's see if he can work around that. 640 for Bubble. That left side so problematic. Not going to be able to get a piece over. Bubble tops out. Adam's going to need 641. 641 is what Adam needs. And he will move on. Bubble tops out at 640, 776. I didn't see anyone type that in chat, so we kind of need that. There we go. Thank you, guys. So Adam's got boatloads of time. And can, as long as he doesn't do anything crazy, he can cruise to victory here. And all Bubble can do is watch. So we will not have, if this happens, we will not have Down Under Dan against Jake, which would have been fun. But it's also fun to have two great young players here in Adam and Jake. So 15,000 points now needed for Adam. And still doesn't really need to do too much. Needs to get a couple of doubles just for safety here. And it just needs needs 8,000 points. Adam and Jake. Yeah, that's kind of a meme match here. And one more line should do it for Adam, and Adam is good. So congratulations to you, Adam. Bubble Rhapsody, thanks so much. But look at that. Another CTM champion goes down in the first round. So what the heck is happening? Let's go ahead and give Adam his heart. Thanks so much for being here. Bubble, always good to have you. I've been a fan for a long time, so. But congratulations to Adam for moving on. And we're going to move right into Adam versus Sodium. Adam versus Jake. Not Adam versus Sodium. Yeah, I know. Sodium's Monka is very time constrained. So let's go right into Jake versus Adam. And you're going to see some scuffed stuff over here happening. But we're just going to get this going fast. So that we can get Sodium in there. All right, here we go. Look at that. And then we'll go get rid of 3. And then Jake is number, what? 6? No, what is Jake? 11? Jake is 11. I mean, Jake is not 11. Jake is 13. But you know what I mean. All right, we've got Jake versus Adam. And the winner of this will represent the red bracket. So let's go ahead and get a ready from both players. Best of 3. Jake is 14. Yeah, I mean, I can, do I have a best of 3 overlay? I mean, it's just a matter of getting rid of one of the little heart slots, but I'm not going to do that. You all can understand. get it ready from both. Oh, Jake said ready, and I think Adam said ready. He is not Adam Mountains. Do we have a ready from Adam? He's ready. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, we got it. We got it. We understand. Thank you, Luro Twitch. Thank you. Oh my god. 3 exclamation points for that. You guys are so easily triggered. Yes, who cares? It's Tetris. Just enjoy the Tetris. All right, we are underway. Adam with a couple of Tetrises on the board already, and Jake with kind of a totally scrambled setup. And it looks like Jake is going for something here. Oh, he's going to go for it. And Jake doing Galumba things right now. And keeps the well open and knocks down a Tetris. And he's actually, if he can uncover this, he'd be set up for another one. And gets a long bar and is set up for another one. And he'll be set up for another one when he fills this in. So 3 Tetrises in the same dirty center well channel. If he can convert this one. 68,000 for Jake, though, trying to ride this center well. Meanwhile, Adam's gotten out to a 70,000 point lead while Jake is messing around with center wells. But Jake trying to keep this open. And there's another center well Tetris for Jake. If he's going to keep going with this. No, he's going to transfer the well back to the right. The right thing to do. 122 for Jake. 170 for Adam. Now 193 for him. Jake Tetris is 145, so he's 50,000 points behind. The winner will play Sodium Overdose. We're going to move right into that match just because I don't think Sodium expected that he was going to get this far. And really didn't plan to win. So we're just going to thank our players for their flexibility. And I'm sure Adam would probably rather play earlier than later anyway if he were to move on. And of course, Jake is a sport and wouldn't mind anyway. So I appreciate everybody being flexible. And that's what's great about this community. Aren't we all so positive? 195 for Jake, 242 for Adam. Bang, Tetris for Adam, 265. Not even halfway to transition. And already at a 530 transition pace. Well, more than 530. So you know what I mean. All right. Now Adam 269. So it's going to put him about a 540 pace. Bang, Tetris for Adam 292. Players being very flex style. Decimals of a minute. 245 for Jake. 315 for Adam. Another Tetris for Adam. So Adam being very efficient and Jake being less so. But you can never count Jake out. We have seen some incredible chase downs just in this tournament today. And of course by Jake himself in previous tournaments. So really, you can't really count anybody out in this day and age until they're mathematically counted out. Which, with the ability of Jake to play past the kill screen, I mean, how do you even factor that in, right? I mean, we all saw if you haven't seen it, it's pretty incredible what he was able to do on level, past level 29 in PAL, and basically crush the PAL world record. Although that's controversial because some people don't really think it should count. I mean, and he can play past level 29, here in NTSC. So it's hard to know exactly how to, think about this. So 358 for Jake and Adam 362. So They're both very close in score. Now, Jake is 7 lines into the future. That's a small factor. But players are starting to approach transition time. So we'll start to think about what they want their stacks to look like. Do I think Jake Games 2 is legit? I really do. All right, 365 for Jake. Jake opens up a channel down the bottom. That's going to be good for a double, but he's now Tetris ready. No, he's not Tetris ready. He's double ready again. Sorry about that. Well, he will be Tetris ready any second now. Okay, now he's Tetris ready. Your boy Vandweller is getting a little tired. All right, and Jake shucking and jiving. Into transition, gets a Tetris, 399, so a low transition. But here's a nice level 19 Tetris for Jake, 423. And Adam could basically match that pace, but no, he's not going to do that. He's going to transition at 404. Well, actually, yeah, he transitioned a few points higher, so pretty much equivalent transitions. Oh, no, Adam with that hangerang on the left. Is he going to be able to dig out of this? Basically, he's going to have to quick tap a piece over. Unless he burns it down with L pieces, which he gets a fortunate L piece and just wrenches L pieces. So now it's doable for him, and he's just using L pieces as a lever to just get over to the left side. So masterful from Adam. Let's see if he can survive this, though. 463 from Jake, 421 from Adam. I mean, that is like next level down stacking from Adam. Using those L's on the left side, which is exactly what you have to do. And Jake able to clear away the right side for a Tetris. 500 for him, 434 for Adam. Now, despite all that amazing acrobatics from Adam, he still finds himself down by about 90,000 points. And so, wow, incredible from Adam. I mean, I still can't get over that. 531 Jake, 442 for Adam. And Jake with a Tetris sets up an O overhang, and there he fills it in with the O. 568. Another Tetris from Jake. He's starting to run away with this. 598. Adam not really in a position to Tetris right now. And Jake with another Tetris. 631. Almost playing better here on 19 than he is than he plays on 18. Adam still hanging in there though, and really anything can happen. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised with any result from this point going forward. 694 for Jake here at 200 lines, 485. And of course, now you got to keep in mind that Jake is 15 lines into the future. So this could factor into the late game, if we've seen several times before. Jake, but of course, here's the thing. Jake is actually able to play deeper into the kill screen than Adam is. Oh, Adam with huge survivability. And that left side still problematic. Early dasher for Adam. He's going to have to recapture dash. He's going to top out. I was going to say the kill screen, not 100% a kill screen for Jake. So even if he gets to it and Adam is able to catch up sort of in pace, Jake's still able to play beyond it. So, but anyway, Jake's going to get the heart. And we would appreciate, even though you're, it'd be fun to see what happens after level 29. Let's go ahead and clear out of this as quickly as possible. And Jake doing some kill screen acrobatics for us. And see, flexing a little bit on Adam. Says, can you do this? Right. And they're like, oh wait, you didn't think that PAL stuff was legit? How about this, my people? All right, Jake, we get the point. There's your level 31. He's gonna break the world record right here. He's literally gonna break the world record right here. Ben Mullining. Flex. Oh my god, did he get that long bar over? Unbelievable. World record. That's level 33. Level 33. And I'm trying to talk him out of it. What kind of a moron am I? Level 33 from Jake. Level 33. Yeah. So actual world record? Is that actual world record? Yeah, that is the first 33. Holy mackerel. A Tetris setup in level 33. And he almost clutched out a max out. So those of you who think that his pal world record isn't legit, let's take a look at that. That's all I'm saying. Oh, world record is 34. All right, let's get it ready from both players and move on. We got it ready from Jake, and did we have it ready from Adam? Definitely the highest level in a tournament. Get that man to Portland. If somebody can just tell me. All right, Adam says ready. Let's count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah. Take that, pal community. Well, yes, but 280, yeah, 284 lines. Oh, okay, that makes sense. 347 from 9. Gotcha. It's hard to even keep track of what the records are right now. You know, I have a job, okay? I'm not in all the meme discords anymore. I've been kicked out. Kids don't want me there. Hey, listen, if you think that's rude, we have a lot of people being rude to this kid who destroyed a record, and then they're calling him out. So I'm not going to hear about me being rude when like a whole continent raked this kid over the coals, okay? So you don't talk to me about being rude. 76,000 for Jake, 71,000 for Adam. $99,000 for Jake, 118 for Adam. You know, if anybody else on emulator, right, had just gotten like a 790 or like about an 800, you all would have accepted it, especially if he was from Europe, right? But the fact that a Canadian kid did it and like obviously can play past that level, I think there's a bias there. I'm just going to come out and say it. That's what I think. I think if it were one of a select group of people, it would have been easily accepted. So I'm going to defend my boy Jake here. 217 for Jake, 217 for Adam. The Moodoos. 221 for Jake, 240 for Adam. Yeah, I'm a little bit salty about it because, you know, Jake is pretty upstanding, honorable person in this community. And for people to question him when he's got, you know, video evidence of what he's done, it just speaks to me. It seems like there's jealousy or something like there. And it's unbecoming of the entire community. So I just don't think it's... when all that came out, I was really disappointed by it, to be honest. 271 for Jake, 292 for Adam. Jake up 1 game to none over Adam here. Obviously one of the best players in Europe by far. And Jake certainly, I mean, I can't even think of a better Canadian player or North America. I mean, there's very few players better than Jake at this point. Jake is, you know, certainly top 5 in the world of Tetris players, in my opinion. So you are seeing top-notch players, both of whom really to date have not been able to get over to Portland. I hear that Jake is going to make it to Portland this year. So It's the one thing that's like a big factor. I was considering not going to Portland this year, but just to see what Jake is capable of doing, it's like kind of swaying my decision. So 387 for Jake, 371 for Adam. And both players have the exact same score and different line counts, and I love that. That's my favorite thing. 421 now for Jake, 400 for Adam. Tetris for Jake, 514, 474 for Adam. So Adam out to about a 2 Tetris lead, heading into transition. Another Tetris for Adam, though. Here's one for Jake, 536. Oh, a little kit-catting on Adam. He's going to fill that in, no problem, with another long bar. That's kind of the thing that happens with DAS a lot, because you're trying to sort of get a charge after the lock delay, or during the lock delay, and you kind of hit the input before that, and you end up kit-catting those pieces apart on the right side. All right, 552 for Adam, 587 for Jake. Bang Tetris for Jake, 612. Jake up by 60,000 points. Here's an important Tetris for Adam, though, 683. And Jake clears away a channel over there. Last second decision with that J piece. And 625, so let's see how Jake decides to attack this setup here. All right. Well, certainly I have sparked some conversation. 632, but now Adam is in the lead with 643. And Adam has a very, very clean board. And you can see how different these players' purple levels are. So, totally different levels of purple. Jake back in the lead, 667. Jake with a little T-spin there, no problem. Nice flat burn with the long bar on the left side for Jake, 669. And a Tetris for him, 698. Adam with a Tetris, 689. And Jake looking to get a Tetris down the right side, clears open as well. 704 for him. Bang, Tetris for him, 734. Looks like Adam had an early dash shift, so dash issues for Adam, 697 for him. Jake out to a 65,000 point lead now. 2 Tetrises. Bang, Tetris for Jake, another one, 696. Adam still fighting to open up a Tetris well. That T on the left going to be a little problematic now. And 798 for Jake. And Adam's going to top out, and Jake gets the heart and will be moving into the semifinals. So congratulations to you, Jake, for moving on. Thanks so much, Adam, for being here. Super appreciated. GG's to you, and always love having you here. You always put up a good performance, and you're a very exciting player, and certainly great to have one of the best players in Europe join in on our events. And I hope having it at this earlier time makes it easier for you to join in. So